Welcome back, my dear students. I am going to discuss on the topic cookie cutter shark. The cookie cutter shark, also known as seagull shark, they belongs to the class Condictis, subclass Elasmobranchi, order Squaliformis, and family Delatidae. The scientific name of the cookie cutter shark is Cystius brasiliensis. They occurs in warm oceanic water, particularly near the islands, have a long cylindrical body. You see here that is a long cylindrical body having short blunt snout, large eyes, two tiny spineless dorsal fin. These are the dorsal fin here, and a large caudal fin. The light underside glow attracting the fish, whales, sharks, and other animals. The name cookie cutter shark refers to its feeding habit of gawing round plugs as it cut out with a cookie cutter. You see here, that is a wounded spot. Now, marks made by the cookie cutter shark have been found on a wide variety of marine mammals and fishes, as well as submarines, undersea cables, and even human bodies also. It also consumes whole smaller prey such as squid. The shark attaches itself by suctorial lips and specialized pharynx and neatly excises a chunk of flesh using its bandsaw-like set of lower teeth. You see here, that is a bandsaw-like set of lower teeth. It can be considered as a parasite due to its nature of feed on larger animals without killing them. Now, the cookie cutter shark inhabits all over the world, major tropical surface water where the temperature is 18 to 26 degrees centigrade. It migrates vertically up to 3 kilometers every day, approaching the surface at dusk and descending with the dawn. It spends the day at depth of 1 to 3.7 kilometers, and at night it rises into the upper warm column on the water surface, usually remaining below 85 meters, but on rare occasion venturing to the surface. This species may be more tolerant of low dissolved oxygen level in comparison to shark. There is no evidence of gender segregation. Now, what are the description of the cookie cutter shark? The cookie cutter shark has a small cigar-shaped body with a short snout and unique suctorial lips. The nostrils have a very short flap of skin in the front. Eyes are the large oval green eyes are located towards the front of the head. They lacks much of the binocular field of vision. Behind the eyes are large spiracle. You see here, this is a spiracle that position on the upper surface of the head. The mouth is short, forming a neatly transverse line, and is surrounded by enlarged fleshy suctorial lips. The upper and lower teeth are extremely different. These are the upper teeth. They have 30 to 37 erect teeth in the upper jaw, whereas in case of the lower jaw, that contain 25 to 31, that's a larger triangular knife-like teeth. And the teeth are interconnected at the base, allowing the entire row of teeth to move if one tooth is touched. The teeth are lost as a complete unit rather than individual teeth. That's a common to most sharks. This is thought to aid maintaining the calcium levels in the body. The dorsal portion of the cookie cutter shark is dark brown with a light ventral surface. There is a distinct dark brown color. This is a color region. Around the gill region, the entire ventral surface of the cookie cutter shark, except the dark color, contain a network of teeny light producing organ that contain the photophores. That photophores that produces a greenish color glow on the underside of this shark. They produce light for up to 3 hours after the death of the shark. Photophores are used for either communication or camouflage. The fins have pale margins with the exception of the caudal fin, which has dark tips. The male cookie cutter shark grow up to a maximum 42 centimeters, whereas the female reaches up to 56 centimeters. The males mature approximately 35 centimeters in length, whereas the females are mature at 40 centimeters in length. Now, cookie cutter shark are the best known for their biting near round chunks of tissues from marine animals and large fish, are considered a facultative ectoparasite, as they also wholly ingest smaller prey. It has a wide mouth and a very strong bite by virtue of heavily calcified cranial and labial cartilages. With small fins and weak muscle, this carnivorous animal spends much of its time hovering in the water column. This species has higher skeletal density. The body cavity and liver are proportionately much larger, and the oil content is very high. The liver comprises approximately 35% of the total weight and is rich in low-density lipids. Large caudal fins allow us for a quick burst of speed to catch larger and faster prey that come in range. The cookie cutter shark regularly replaces its teeth like other shark, but sheds its lower teeth in entire row rather than single at a teeth, and the dentition play an important role during the prey capturing. Unlike other sharks, the retina of the cookie cutter shark that has a particular cells that serves as a ganglion cells that may help to focus on prey in front of the shark. These fatty sharks are popular to travel in schools, which may increase the effectiveness of its lure as well as discourage counterattacks by much larger predators. The cookie cutter shark has a unique feeding method. Prey items are attached and attracted to the ventral surface of the cookie cutter shark due to the light given up by the glowing of photophores. They feed closer to the surface at night and in deeper water during the day, almost always in the dark. Cookie cutter shark attacks every type of medium to large size oceanic animals like cetaceans, and in some cases pinidae, in some cases dugongs, in some cases sharks, etc. The cookie cutter shark regularly hunts and eats entered squid with a mantle. And parasitics attracted by the cookie cutter shark leave a round crater wound, average 5 centimeter across and 7 centimeter deep. The prevalence of these attacks can be high, especially Hawaii. Nearly every adult spinner, dolphin, bears, scares from this species. Diseased and weak animals appear to more susceptible by the cookie cutter shark. The cookie cutter shark exhibit a number of the specialization in their mouth and pharynx for parasitic lifestyles. The shark first attaches to the body surface of its prey by closing its spiracles and retracting its tongue to create low pressure than the surrounding. The sartorial lips ensure a tight seal. It then bites using narrow upper teeth as anchors, while razor-like lower teeth, they slice into the prey. Finally, the shark twists and rotates its body to complete a circular cut. The action of the lower teeth may also be assisted by back and forth vibration of the jaw, just like the electric craving knife. They have the ability to create strong suction into their mouth during capturing smaller prey, such as squid. The cookie cutter shark is ovoviviparous, that gives birth to live pups after they develop inside egg within the uterus of the mother. Reproduction is accomplished through internal fertilization. The male has instead 2 claspers that located on underside the rear. Fertilization is accomplished by insertion of one of the clasper into the female cloaca. The developing embryo are nourished by yolk until birth. Female have 2 functional uteri and give birth 6 to 12 pups. Hatching can take place after 12 to 22 months. When the young emerge, they are fully developed and capable of hunting. The oceanic islands may provide a nursery habitat for this species. Newborn cookie cutter shark measure 14 to 15 centimeter long. Males attain sexual maturity at a length of 36 centimeter and females at length 39 centimeters. I have already mentioned. The cookie cutter shark is not considered as a dangerous because of its small size and deep water habitat. However, it has been involved in few attacks. oceanographic equipments and telecommunication cables that have been damaged by the species. The harm inflicted by the cookie cutter shark on also fishing nets. The attacks of submarines are also considered to most of nations. The cookie cutter shark is not fished commercially. They are rarely captured accidentally in fisheries, targeting to other species. They are of least concern according to IUCN. These are the reference books and these are the sites by which I have prepared my lecture. And maximum images are collected from Google Image. Thank you, everybody.